Welcome to Ask Me Anything About Tools, where I'm your host, Briefcase. The case is open. Any response? None. What are your questions about tools? What could we dive into? Okay. What can we talk about? Whoa. Now, what exactly is on the folks' mind? All right. What is on the folks' mind? Where we talk about tools in this channel. Looks like I already have some submissions. I think I should answer those submissions and get my feet off of the box. Ugh. Megatron, I don't care about tools. Show me the Rolex. I look at tools all day. Interesting. There's the Rolex. If you care so much about it, but you left. You care so much about it, but you left, Megatron. All right? A loyal subscriber. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I really do. I appreciate it. But that's not why we're here. All right? We're here to talk to you about tools. Tool storage. You want to talk about tools? Tool storage. Where do you start with that? All right? Maybe get yourself some pack out boxes. If you're going for mobile tool storage, pack out's pretty sweet. Thank you. I love you. I love you too, Megatron. It's good to see you, buddy. I am here in the garage, lonely and unfeathering. Unfeathering, I should say. Okay? Waiting for the opportunity to actually get monetized on this channel. You know? Not happened yet. So, little frustrating. Not happened yet, but it's okay. We'll get there. There we go. Like that. That's the icon that I made. Okay? Turn this quarter inch into a 3/8. Pretty cool. Ask me anything about tools. Guys, you're in here. What's up? Ask me about tools. Something like that. I don't know. This is a bit of a troll stream, a little bit. I don't know. Maybe. I'm gonna be trying something new. I didn't leave play. I'm here for you on that long haul. Tell me how we got the Harbor Freight leak. I don't know. I really don't know. There's probably an employee that works for the printing press. I may or may not have taken that from another YouTuber, but it's okay because I saw it as an opportunity to get you guys the information, and not everybody's gonna see that. Okay, so I decided to turn it into a short, and boom, we got it. Okay, it's out there. The information was already out there. I just made it into a short form video so you guys could pack it along, as they say. What is on the minds of the blue collar workers out there right now? All right. And I don't know how secure their blue collar, or I mean, I don't even know why I say blue collar. I don't know how secure their leaks are supposed to be, but that was pretty easy for him to get. So it was easy for me to get because I just took it from his video. And then also I put it in the Discord if anybody actually wants to know. Appreciate it. We get in some jacks. You the man. Hey, look, I'm just trying to get you the information, bro. I'm just trying to get you the information. And yeah. It looked like it worked, okay? Because I got considerable amount of views on that video and people commenting on it and stuff. And a lot of them saying that like they what's up, Susan? How you doing? A lot of them saying on TikTok, or actually it might have been on YouTube as well, but just a standard sale, you know? And it's like, why is that a thing? What's up, George? Why does yeah, it's a standard sales, Black Friday sale. So what are people expecting? That it's 60% off? Like that was my question. Your dog ate your homework? That's normal. That happens to a lot of people. At least that's the understanding, right? Of a lot of people. Is that the dog eats their homework. So you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we know what you're saying. All right, guys. So what's on your mind? Cool. Not much. Okay, sounds good. So tools. Anybody have any questions? Burning questions. He's coughing. Oh, that's not good. That is not good. You might want to take him to the vet. Like actually, if he's ate your homework and he's coughing blood, yeah, probably should take him to the vet. Uh, I don't. What do you want me to say on that? I mean, like, come on. Never mind. My cat ate him. Okay, Whiskers, put down the dog. You must have had like a tiny dog then. What's up, Debbie? How you doing? George. Yeah, I mean, hey, you can call him whatever you want. I don't care. Uh, you guys can argue about that in the chat. No, I'm not in it. All right, I'm not in that. Anybody, okay, ask me about tools. You guys want to talk about tools? Let's talk about tools. All right, that's what I opened the stream for. Unless you guys don't want me to talk about tools, all right? I'm here for it. Beef. That's not what your dad told me. I mean, dude, that is not, that doesn't, that's beef, okay? Listen, do we do the sideways hat, to get more attraction? No, we don't, okay? We're normal, all right, for the most part. What is beef? I appreciate that. You like the Snap-on hat? Yeah, I got that for free from the Snap-on dealer. I didn't ever purchase anything from the truck either. Thoughts on the best tools? Snap-on. Next question. Overpriced? Yes. Best tools? Yes. No, I lost like a bunch of viewers for saying that. Yeah, the dog's over there. Okay, the reason I say Snap-on is because the quality is unmatched. All right, it's just unmatched. Yet, they're shiny. What, the sockets? Yeah, they're shiny. It's a girl. That's a girl. It's an electric screwdriver. No, I have an electric screwdriver. Are you talking about this? This is a ratchet. What's my dog's name? My dog's name's Tokyo. Crocs or slides? Slides all day. Slides all day. And we even got multicolored slides. All right. We got the black and we got the blue going on. All right. The real question that I have for everybody, okay? Do I just need to get off the camera? Because it seems like if I just point the camera at the tools, dude, the viewers skyrocket. How old is your dog? About over a year. A little bit over a year. You're a cat. Okay, meow, back to you. Great. We could be friends now. Team slides. That's what I'm saying. Don't cap. I have a pickle stuck in there. I'm scared it burns. Steven, go to the doctor. Why'd you put it in there in the first place? That didn't just slip in there. Oh, what's up, Sheba Floof? Have you been using the triple flex head ratchet you made a while back? No, I haven't. It's so chaotically crazy that I just like, what's the point? Why would I use this thing? What we could use it for is we could use it for this stream. I could use it for my mic. I could pull it off of here and put it on here, like, it's kind of, and then we could just turn this into like a whatever. I don't know. Do that. You didn't put it in there. It was on accident. I fell on it. Bread and butter. Interesting. Very interesting. Want to buy like 6 of them and connect them all? Dude, I would too, but it's like $18 per ratchet. And then you just ruin it, So you're ruining a ratchet, a perfectly good ratchet. If you guys are talking about electric screwdrivers, okay? You asked, somebody said electric screwdriver. I have one. I'm pulling it out as we speak. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the hearts. I only have one way of actually donating to the channel, you guys. Unfortunately. It's only one single way, and it's through Patreon. I'm not asking you guys to donate or anything, but, that seems like a commonplace thing. There was a bunch of people begging me to, like, have a spot to donate. I could use 6 stubby ratchets. I mean, can't we all? Stubby ratchets are the sweetest thing ever, bro. Look, Like this guy right here. Dude, I love this little thing. Even though it's not great. Don't get me wrong. It is not a good ratchet. It's not good. It does its job, okay? But it just doesn't feel good. Like when you play with it, it does not feel good. That's not a quality. Like you can hear that, right? It just doesn't sound great. But, you know, instead of having it on the flex head, I'm kind of tempted to just use it on the stubby, dude. Like that. Now we have the stubby 10mm socket. I like this one. This one's good. But, I mean, comfortably wise, it's better on this. So, but what looks better? All right, the 10 with the stubby snap on, probably. Oh, another live, finally. Yeah. Sorry I haven't been around, guys. My my girlfriend really wanted to see me and hang out a lot, so I haven't been around. Okay, electric screwdriver time. She's gonna burn me at the stake for that one. Electric screwdriver time. I get questions on this. Okay, what kind of electric screwdriver would you recommend? I personally don't recommend the DeWalt. Okay, that's just my personal opinion. I think that the DeWalt one is it's not good. Um, there are better options out there. The Amazon one, it's like $25. I would go with that one all day over this one. None of your business. Hey, why don't you mind your business and don't even. All right, you're playing games and talking to AI most of the time. Hey, that's not my fault. Okay, that my girlfriend didn't want to tell me to not do that. I don't know. She has a voice. But anyway, I wouldn't recommend going with the DeWalt ratchet, the DeWalt screwdriver. All right, I would recommend going with something else, like the Amazon one, for example. The reason why is because although this is nice, the collar that sucks to use, dude. Like it's not good. It like binds up and stuff on the actual collar itself. Like it binds and then until it yeah, and you could be sitting there and like trying to use it, and it'll sit there and bind up on you. And the ones with the buttons, way better, way smarter. Um, and none of your business. You think I'm funny? I'm not. All right, that's not a true statement. All right, I will say we did just pick up this. Okay, this is very cool. Klein, uh, voltage tester, and we have a distance meter in this. Okay. Klein voltage tester and distance meter, so I can sit here from stationary, turn it on, and then I can press this button, and it'll tell me, boom. I don't know if the camera's flipped around, but it tells you 5.67 feet from here to the roof. This is really, really nifty, really cool. I like it a lot. I got this for $35 with a snap-on pick from a pawn shop. You can't even compare. Well, how much for what, Sheba? Since you showed the Submariner last time, I can't stop looking at it. Oh, yeah. It's just a watch, man. It's all good. It's just a watch. It's not that big of a deal. I mean, I like it. Don't get me wrong. And I'm happy about it. But at the end of the day, it's just a watch. It would be nicer to have the $17,000 that I spent on it. Talk to you later. I'll talk to you later too. The Klein distance and voltage sniffer. I got it for $35 at a pawn shop, brand new. With this snap-on pick. So that and so the voltage meter and this I got it for $35. Blows my mind. All right. That pick right there goes for like $25. Just alone the pick. So if you wanted to say I paid full price for the snap-on and then whatever. I paid what, $5, $10 for the distance meter. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. So let's see what else. Ratchets. All right. Milwaukee. That's the way to go. Yes, it's just a watch, but it's a fine piece of art still. Yes, absolutely. I'm totally with you. Don't get me wrong. Totally with you. It's just an overpriced piece of art. It's like, unless you have like crazy money. Uh, I don't know. I don't know that a crazy watch purchase like that makes sense until you have all of your other life stuff sorted. Like as in you have your house, you have your cars, you have all that kind of stuff. So that's kind of what I'm saying is like I don't have a house yet. So the watch was a dumb purchase. And, we're learning. We're trying to figure it out. But purchases like this, okay, $17 versus $17,000. I mean, this is way more functional and this will make me money. Whereas now, I will say this, all right? Don't get me wrong. I will say this, okay? This watch will make you money. And I'm not just saying that. This is actually something, hear me out, all right? This watch will get you into rooms with people that you otherwise wouldn't have gotten into because you're wearing a Rolex. This will get you into conversations with individuals that are beyond the normal plateau of the everyday Joe Schmo because you're wearing a Rolex. Also, if you talk about Rolexes with people who are watch enthusiasts, usually they have money. Um, if they actually were wearing a Rolex and you're wearing a Rolex, you already have a conversation starter. So, boom, you ask about the watch. It's a very good way to get into a conversation with them. And I would say that as far as tools are concerned, this tool, the most overpriced, the most expensive tool that I have, but it's probably the coolest tool that I have. I forget to talk about that. Yes, and Jesus loves you as well. Thank you for sharing that. I appreciate that. I'm serious. Like I really I love Jesus. And I hope everybody's doing well today. If you guys have any burning questions about tools, like please ask them. Uh I did bring you guys the Black Friday Harbor Freight thing, and that's still getting mixed reviews on the Black Friday sale or whatever. It is just a standard sale. I don't know what people were expecting because they think that Harbor Freight's supposed to drop all their prices by 100% for Black Friday or something. That's not how it works. That's not how business works. It's going to be just a standard sale. But I got you guys the information first, okay? Not first, but second. Like, as far as for short form content, I got the information out as soon as I could because I knew that I would be able to show this information to more people so that they would have a better understanding. They wouldn't go buy these tools that they were looking at buying quickly um, because they wanted to get something done or whatever, and they could get by with what they had. And then when the sale came up, boom, they had the actual knowledge to buy that stuff. I am the kind of guy who will go to Harbor Freight and be like, I'm going to get a jack because something just happened and I need a jack right now. I don't care what it costs me. I'm getting it. I'm frustrated. Uh, just in my opinion, but why should I need a Rolex to do that? It seems kind of stupid and looks to be a way to seek validation. No hate, the watch is fire. Okay, you don't necessarily have to have a Rolex to do that, but the thing is that I can tell you there are people who wear Rolexes and really appreciate their timepieces, and people who don't, or people who want them. But at least this shows the fact that I was willing to go to great lengths to achieve this silly goal. And that right there in itself, like I went and asked a guy the other day about his Rolex. I was like, "Hey man, that's a sick watch, dude." I was like, "That's a Datejust, right?" Like, and then the thing is, like, I know about Rolex. Like, I know like about all the different varieties and flavors you can get. Uh, and immediately he told me, "Oh, it's fake," and I was like, "Okay, cool." Like, killed the conversation. That like realistically had like we had no more things to say. Uh, now in the turn of like two people wearing real Rolexes, it's like cool, dude. You came to this level. You got to this level. What's up, George? You said don't cap. The ones who are really overpriced are the ones that cost half a mil. I can't even see myself buying that ever. Wasted money. Rolex is at least affordable. Yeah, I mean to an extent, yeah. Do I do song requests? No. What's up, Easy? Uh, Ted. No, I don't do song. I don't do song requests. What do you mean? You want me to sing a song or But my point is right is like that when two people are wearing a Rolex, it means that they have gone out of their way to pay an astronomical amount of money, like to the normal people, right? Like me and you. The people have gone like I'm not rich by any means, but like I don't even have money coming in from YouTube. All the money that comes in is from like hard work and dedication. But um, the two people that are wearing a watch like this, like and have worked their butt off to get it, it matters for the fact of like there's just this grind level, man. It's like this. I can see it like the same thing as like two Marines talking to each other. Like I can really resonate with another Marine. Whereas I talked to somebody in the army, it's a different ball game. Now, if somebody's wearing like a Patek, right, or an AP, for the most part, I can sit there and I can be like, hey man, like sick watch, dude. And even though I'm wearing a Rolex, they're probably like, I was there once, and then I stepped up my game. So I hope they play. Oh, I don't know what that is. Is that a song? Um, but like I've talked to people with APs, and Pateks and stuff, and like they're like, yeah, I was at the Rolly point in my life, but now I'm at the AP point in my life or the Patek point, like, and it's just a different type of feeling or vibe when it comes to uh being a watch owner, I guess. Like a different appreciation for the actual like and care about the watch. That makes sense. I don't know. If you as a guy get with a robot, looks like a girl but is being controlled by a guy, does that make you like dudes? Um interesting question. If you are a guy, get it on with the robot. I think getting it on with the robot automatically makes you that easy. I think so. Pretty sure that's already like established. Tommy Boy, what's up, Tommy John? I think now that Milwaukee patron, Milwaukee Patton ran out, and the Chinese are throwing out all the knockoffs, I think the price will go down. What is Milwaukee Patton? Is that like a knockoff of Milwaukee, or what do you mean by that, Tommy? Because I'm actually really curious. Like, what does that mean? Uh, Milwaukee, I feel like Milwaukee is overpriced in the lineup. Now, will I say that they are the most overpriced? Probably not, but they're up there. Like, I mean, Festool, I think, is above Milwaukee when it comes to price wise, but uh, the most affordable, most reasonable, like if you're a homeowner, is probably just Ryobi. Just go with Ryobi. All the batteries convert. Like, it makes the most sense financially to go with just like Ryobi. I don't think that I would run Ryobi um, as a homeowner because I don't know. I don't know. There's something weird about that green. I can't get around with it. But uh, there's something about like liking the tool color too that makes sense. I like yellow and I like red. I like red more, but I like yellow. I also like the fact that DeWalt brings in uh, they bring in a lot of bang for the buck for DeWalt, and it's reliable, man. Like it's not just like this. I don't know. It's reliable. So the 5-year warranty that DeWalt offers, or sorry, the 3-year warranty on their tools that DeWalt offers, I think the reliability stands the test. I have not had a DeWalt, knock on wood, but like I have not had a DeWalt uh power tool fail on me. I've had some go bad, like um over time that kind of glitch and stuff, but not one that just like fails on me. Can't get the job done. I've had underpowered tools, don't get me wrong. Uh Paten. If you focus your goal, or if you focus on your goal, then you will get many hole in your life. You're funny, bro. If you focus on the goal, you will get the hole in your life. Now, as far as for ergonomics and everything, I really like DeWalt. I really like DeWalt. Now, the 20-volt line is better in my opinion with DeWalt. than Milwaukee's M18, but Milwaukee's M18 and Milwaukee's 12 volt, man, they have a lot of options. But I will say, like, this Milwaukee, like, has been sitting in. I mean, I've used it a decent bit, but not like crazy. And it looks considerably beat up. Like, just the name is like rubbing off pretty heavy. Compared to like my DeWalt's, man. I use them so much. They've had a ton of use, and I've banged them up, thrown them on the ground. They fell off of ladders and everything. I mean, they look in great condition. So is that a testament to DeWalt? Probably. I mean, durability of these tools are really good. Should we do durability tests? Probably. You know, and there's something about the grip of DeWalt tools, man, that just feel great in the hand. I don't know how to explain that. Uh, Milwaukee's tools do as well to an extent, but they're not as good as DeWalt. I like DeWalt's ergonomics better. I'm excited for the new ratchets though. From Milwaukee, I'm very excited for the new ratchets. Do I want to pay $300? Not necessarily. That's something that's a little wild. It's about $300 or so. I think it's $240 for the bare tool, but I'm gonna need a high output battery and blah blah blah. But when it comes to ergonomics, though, like when we talk about actual ergonomics of tools, man, like some of the DeWalt stuff, dude, it just feels great. This little guy, little kicker, little bust down rolly right here, bust down avalanche, feels great in the hand, absolutely. Temu DeWalt compatible tools. Wait, Snap-on all the way. I like Snap-on too, but now the prices are just, dude, they're just too much now. Like they've gotten to the point where like even the shop owners are like, what the heck is going on, Snap-on? You know what I mean? Like it's too much. You guys have pushed the limits too far. And that's why a lot of shop owners are switching over and they're going, you know, with something else. Unfortunately. Because I love Snap-on tools. I really do. Snap-on power tools are a waste of money. I agree. Okay. Now for a little bit in the running, Snap-on was destroying the competition when it came to torque. But Milwaukee just stepped up to their game, and they're going to be the leader in the torque, at least from Milwaukee Pipeline and what they were showing. Unless they were showing some crazy stuff, Milwaukee's ratchets are really going to show some punch. You just bought a CTR 869 for $400. So are you? Let's see. Have you seen the new DeWalt die grinders? When you talking about compact die grinder, or are you talking about, what are you talking about? I don't know if I have a new one, grinder wise. I don't know about that. I might have an old one. It's probably not the newest one, but it's just a regular grinder. It's not a die grinder. See, the electric ratchets, in my opinion, from Snap-on are nice. Don't get me wrong, they're nice, but the warranty does not make sense. Like, you go with a Milwaukee, this has a 5-year warranty. Yes, it's Chinese, but so is DeWalt stuff, if I'm not mistaken. Or sorry, so is Snap-on stuff, if I'm not mistaken. Snap-on's tools are manufactured, I believe, in China for their electric stuff, and their warranties are crap, dude. Like if we're being like, I don't know anything. Money man, you don't know anything. Don't believe him, guys. Oh yeah, don't believe me. What are you talking about right now? Who are you? You come out of the woodwork and just start talking crap. What are we talking about right now? You've never even used. Oh, interesting. So you know me, right? You know my whole life. You know everything that's going on with me. Gotcha. I mean, at least you could be a clown and be funny, you know? Like some people will come in here and want to be clowns, but they're not funny. There's a new 20 volt atomic die grinder coming out soon. Straight shaft and right angle. You use them right now then. Does that prove your point? Don't pay attention to that loser. Yeah, I'm not really gonna waste my time with you it doesn't, dude. Like, if you don't think that I use them, that's fine. I don't care. Like, I don't. Your opinion doesn't matter to me. Now, what doesn't matter to me is the new 20-volt atomic die grinder that has a straight shaft and a right angle. That's pretty cool. I like that. All right, Money Man. Very, very interesting. Check this out. I'm gonna time you out for a whole day. See you later. Bye-bye. You got timed out for an entire day. You wanna be annoying? You wanna be a troll? Troll that. That's cool. So the die grinder. I was honestly thinking about getting the Milwaukee one, but the only reason that I probably would uh get the DeWalt one is because I have all the batteries. Now, like when we talk about having batteries, man, I got kind of a bit of batteries. That is, I don't know where the rest of my batteries are. They're probably on tools. I got a bunch of tools with batteries stuck on them. Like, I don't know, I got a fiver right there. Got a little 1.7 there. What else we got? Another 8 ampere right here. Oh yeah. But I like the 12-volt platform because of no, sorry. I like the 12. I'm getting confused. I like the 12-volt platform because of the battery. The 20-volt, the only battery that would make sense on that die grinder are these little power stacks, and they're 1.7 amp hour. And it doesn't, I don't like it in a 20-volt. In a 12-volt, I really like it, but I would only go Milwaukee because of the form factor of the batteries. Having the stick style batteries, it's better. Unfortunately, these are better, which it sucks, but it's the case. I do appreciate the new die grinder that Milwaukee has, though. I don't know if it's any good. It looks like it's good, but I haven't tested it or anything. Christ is everything, and yes, Christ is everything. Christ is dope. My favorite tool brand is Snap-on. I know that's gonna ruffle some feathers. I love Snap-on. Don't get me wrong. My favorite tool brand is Snap-on. Can I afford Snap-on? No. If I'm being completely honest, Snap-on does not make sense in my world. Do I own some tools here and there? Absolutely. Is it something like, for example, a tool that I really love from Snap-on? Is this Snap-on Light? This Snap-on Light is amazing. It's really good. It's probably manufactured in China or something. If the universe is infinite, why do I still run into the same 3 people at the grocery store? Because you live in a small town. Not gonna lie, then power stacks are the best batteries out there. Yes, I had a question about this. This is something that you guys need to know. Okay. So if what really needs to happen is Milwaukee needs to come out with power stacked 12-volt. That would be crazy. Some forged 12-volt. And that would be next level. Because Milwaukee's 12-volt line just stomps the competition, man. When it comes to actually having a comprehensive line of tools, DeWalt does not come close to Milwaukee. For power tools, my probably favorite brand is such a toss-up between DeWalt and Milwaukee that it's like I prefer DeWalt for all their 20-volt and then Milwaukee for all their 12-volt. And I don't know if you can put that in the same category. You're a corded drill, man. Oh my gosh. You're a corded drill, man. Where are we living in the 80s, man? We're far surpassed that, dude. These batteries are crazy nowadays, dude. I will point this out. I forgot to say this. Okay. So this right here is DeWalt's ratchet. Okay, this is their 3/8 and 1/2 inch ratchet. That is what I'm talking about with the die grinder, is that this clunky battery is going to have to be attached to that die grinder, and it's clunky. As far as this battery, it's the small 1.7 amp hour, and that's the only reason that it makes it not so clunky, is because they have these small ones. But these small 1.7 amp hour batteries, they're the power stackers. Let me explain this real quick so that you guys can actually understand. If you guys want to fact check me, that's fine. Go do it and do your own research, okay? The 1.7 amp hour power stack is equal or greater than the 5 amp hour in power output. Okay, this is probably a video I need to do. And Ivan, let's see, hang on. Accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior. Yes, Ivan, we do that. I mean, yes, like I love Jesus, man. We're talking about tools though. What is this? Oh no. Oh geez, another freaking payment. Okay, so we have a 1.7 amp hour power stack battery, which is pouch cells of lithium, and then this is 18650 batteries that are stacked upon each other. This battery output puts out as much power, not runtime, as the 5 amp hour. Okay, this actually on Torque Test channel, you can go check this out, does slightly better than the 5 amp hour in power output. Now, as for length, if you do not realize that these are both 20-volt batteries, okay, and they have different amp hours. The amp hour refers to how much charge can be dispersed. I guess can be output from the battery. So these small power stacks, they're great, but realistically, you want the bigger power stacks for longer use. They're very expensive. They're worth it. Very worth it. This whole entire chat just turned into God. It's awesome. I love it. Don't get me wrong. That's awesome. Very happy about that. I don't know what else to say on that. I was trying to talk about tools though, guys. I always got time for God though. Always got time for God. If that's what you guys want to talk about. So that was kind of my spiel on the batteries. Now, as far as for output, these new 8 amp hour power packs, these guys are putting out the biggest beans. All right, these guys are putting out the biggest cojones, balls, whatever you want. They're putting it out. Okay, these power packers are they're great batteries. Great runtime. The size is they're heavy. I mean, they're heavy batteries, but they're, yeah, I mean, I would recommend them all day. Now, you said, here's what I'll say about the good Lord. It's best you know him before you meet him. Stop, drop, and roll doesn't work in hell. How would you know that? How would you know that? All right. Or is this conjecture or is this truth? Let's see. The Lord's best friend. And then you said, wow, first time ever seen one. Wait, seen what? A power pack? I hope that's what you're talking about. These power pack batteries? Luke Slater has a beautiful sense of humor. Yes, no, that is great. Content Polar Bear. That's a good name too. You guys are something else tonight. That's cool. Here is the DC what is this? DCF 923, okay, with the 1.7 amp hour. And then here is the DCF 921. Sorry, 961 with the 8 amp hour. This suits this drill, driver, impact, whatever the heck you want to call it. It's an impact, but I don't know. I just misspoke. You can call me dumb. That's cool. This suits this impact. It's heavy though. And when people were on my comments saying, "Oh, well, you got that tiny battery on that big impact." Well, yeah, that's not the point though. The point is that the small little battery puts out the same amount of power as a 5 amp hour battery. So there's no need to have a 5 amp hour battery on there. If you're doing like short bursts and tests like that, you're just going to get more runtime out of the 5 amp hour the 5 amp hour XR batteries versus the latter with the 1.7. But the sweet spot is these guys, the 5 amp hour power stacks. These are the pouch cells. They put out crazy power, and these put out, I think they're on the same par with the 9 amp hours the Flex Volts. They're nuts. They're really good. They also have the anti-slip, which is something that I just don't understand why DeWalt doesn't do that. That's something that they just like fail on. DeWalt on their 5 amp hour power, not even power pack. They're just regular 5 amp hour batteries. They're XR batteries. They don't put the grip on them, which is stupid. Like, that's actually dumb that they don't put that grip on the bottom of the batteries. Milwaukee's, even their 12 volt has the grip. The Milwaukee small ones don't, but that's, I mean, these are whatever, you know? I would expect all of the new batteries coming out from DeWalt to have that rubberized coating, because there's no reason that it shouldn't be there. It just makes the battery better and makes it feel better. This might make it cheaper for them to manufacture without the rubberized coating, but it's so much nicer having that coating because it kind of sticks to stuff than slides around. So like if you go to put your drill down or your impact or whatever you have, it doesn't slide off the table and hit the ground. Like you can significantly toss that thing harder. Now, as far as questions, do you guys have any burning questions for Briefcase? All right, let's see what you guys have been saying here. Yeah, the 8 amp. Yeah, so I have 2 of them. I got them with a deal. I would recommend that you get all of your batteries, guys. All of your batteries on a deal, okay? If you don't get them on a deal, just don't get them. Because there's going to be a deal that comes up, and it's going to pop up and blow your mind. You can probably get like 2 batteries and a charger and a free tool from Lowe's or Home Depot or whatever for smoking deal. I got both those power packs. They're like almost $300 a battery. I think it's like $280 or something crazy. I got both of those with the fast charger, by the way, and a grinder for $300. So it was like just a crazy deal. You could say that the grinder was $150 and then each battery was, you know, $75, whatever you wanted to call it. Like it was just a really good deal all around. Let's see. You said only 16 of us and over half are strong believers. I love it. Yeah. I mean, how do you get to those numbers of half? The unit of electrical charge is that measures a battery capacity representing the amount of current that will supply over a specific period. Okay, Diamonds, yes, you're correct, but not on the 2 different types of batteries. You either have a cylindrical style 18650 style or 21700 style battery, or you have these, which are pouch cells like your phone battery. This has a higher output discharge rate than the normal cylindrical style batteries. So this actually ends up having more power as per the name. The power stack actually does have more power, which I was kind of blown away by, but it's a considerable amount of power. I don't know what the claim is on the package. I think it's like 25%, or it could be even 50% more power. I think it's 50%, but it hits those numbers like consistently. This 5 amp hour, so these 5 amp hour power stacks are like equivalent to like a 9 amp hour of output potential. So I would highly recommend, if you're in the DeWalt line, to get some power stacks. It'll change your game. Your favorite battery is the 4 amp hour power packs, and they're a perfect balance. Okay, the 4 amp hour power packs, the reason that they're a perfect balance is because they run 21700 cells, if I'm not mistaken. The 21700 cells have more juice to push out quicker. So they're actually on par with the 5 amp hour batteries of like discharge and strength versus having like a 2 amp hour. So but it might not be the 4, it might be the 3. But yeah, they're like on par with the 5s. Bosch corded hammer drill for the win. Overkill is underrated. I mean, is overkill really ever underrated? Because it's overkill. Wow, what a deal. Yeah, dude, there's deals all the time, and I would like to consistently put those deals up for you guys. How are we feeling about this little snap-on wrench? Ratchet. I don't know why I said wrench. I keep saying that. I'm messing up my words. I was thinking about throwing this on this guy, because this is a little bit better of a microphone. Run those likes up, y'all. Double tap this guy. No, hey, man, I appreciate you. I really appreciate you. How do you feel about Makita? Okay, Makita is tried and true, tested. It is a great tool company. Now, we're not in 2012 anymore. All right, we're not in like 2005. Now, 2005, Makita was running the show. All right, now, not so much. Makita's got good tools, but they fall short in many areas. The power is short. The batteries are short. Like everything's kind of just like mid. Like, and for the price that you pay, I don't even know what the prices are because I don't see those tools. I don't even look at those tools. When I go to buy tools, it's either Milwaukee, DeWalt, Snap On, Flex would even be in there. I mean, I don't even look at. I think only place that Makita even is sold is like I don't even know. Is it Lowe's? Does Lowe's even sell? Lowe's might sell Makita. I don't know. Like Bosch is decent. I think Bosch is over Makita when it comes to like actual a lineup. Now in the other countries though, if we're talking about not in the homeland, the U.S., uh, Makita is up there. It's really up there. Like their 40-volt line is definitely up there. Like in Australia, New Zealand, UK, a lot of those places. What else we got? What do you think about modern day Craftsman? I just got their circular saw and I love it. Okay, modern day Craftsman. Are you talking about power tools? Are you talking about hand tools? There's a big difference. They're modern day hand tools. I like. I like their hand tools. I have a video on that. But their hand tools aren't bad. People, cry about them not being the old Sears style, like, like this that they love. I get that, but also it's not warranted. Like the new hand tools that they got from Craftsman are juicy, guys. Like they're juicy. Um, I have an entire kit of Craftsman over here. For example, let me grab it. If you guys don't have a toolkit and you're looking for a single toolkit, this right here will do you. I'm not even kidding. Like this is such a cool, comprehensive kit. You can get it for about 150 bucks on Amazon. They're probably even like lower sales for this kit, but it has 3 drawers, which they lock, by the way. They have a top drawer, which they all can come out, and then you got all these different varieties of sockets. You have a regular screwdriver handle with all of your bits in the back, and you have Allens, you have extensions, your 3/8. And that's the thing, is like doing this one hand is kind of crazy. But anyway, you got 3/8, you got a half inch. And are you gonna have everything in here? No, absolutely not. It doesn't need to have everything. It just needs to have enough to get you by, That's the real thing. And this kit gets you by. If you want to get into a more comprehensive kit, the sale that is coming up, guys, okay? The sale that is coming up. If you want the most comprehensive kit that you can buy, okay? Get the Quinn Master Set. That is $130 off, and spend the money and get the $130 off Quinn set that's coming up on Black Friday. I'm telling you, that's crazy. It's a crazy deal. Now, it does not come in a compact kit like that, but the Master Set's really good. It's got everything that you're gonna need, except for impact sockets. But everything hand tool wise, you're gonna do great with. All right, we got a lot of questions here. We got a lot of questions. All right, wow, what a deal! I like Snap-on. I want Snap-on to make impact ratchet wrench like Milwaukee's. Fair. They have one though. It's just very expensive. Are you talking about the newest form? And welcome all the people that are just showing up. What the heck is going on? Welcome, welcome, welcome. So thoughts on Koken ratchets other than their warranty? Koken ratchets, I have yet to get my hands on a Koken ratchet, but I will, especially to give away. I would love to test those tools and to see the potential for those tools. Okay. They are claimed to have the lowest back drag on the market and to be really precision tools. So yes, I would love to get my hands on some of those. Thank you for the love. Let's see. Don't know what you're saying in different languages. I speak English. Bosch is cool. What do you think about modern day? I just answered that. Okay, let's see. I spent my life savings in tech school on Snap-on. How I drive a rig and have to chase down Snap-on trucks. You have to chase the Snap-on trucks on the interstate now, huh? That's interesting. And in tech school, you get like a 50% off too. So I would be spending my life savings in tech school as well on Snap-on tools if I got a 50% off deal. I mean, that's just like, are we serious right now? 50% off is crazy. I actually have the opportunity to get 50% off, but I have yet to pull the trigger on any of that stuff. Maybe I should do a Snap-on giveaway. What do you guys think about that? The chair is rad. I did get this on sale from Harbor Freight. This is a really rad chair. Polar Bear, watch out. Yes, watch out, Polar Bear. You're welcome, brother. And the dog's even more rad. Run those likes up, chat. This guy's amazing and informative. Hey, I appreciate you. America has good tool options. William, where are you from? Have you seen the super low profile Milwaukee half-inch impact? That thing is tiny. You talking about the right angle impact by chance? What are we talking about? Oh, you're talking about the subcompact impact. Okay. I really want to do that as a giveaway. Now, do I have the money coming in from this channel to give $350 worth of tools away? No, I don't. I think so far I've made off the channel, I can tell you, $2.32. And it's not even from what you think it is. It's from affiliate links. So I have no money coming in from this channel. If I had money coming in from this channel, all that money that's going to come in from this channel is going straight back out to the viewers. I want to become the Mr. Beast of tools. That is really what I have in mind for this channel. Nottingham, UK, mate. I'm running Makita's mainly, and then I'm a Sparky, so Knipex and Knipex hand tools. Do you have any of your hands on Klein? Nottingham, UK. That's pretty sweet, man. Don't give up on my dream. I'm not giving up on my dream. I don't know if that's going to be a thing that's possible, like big time giveaways that like Mr. Beast does, but I would love. My dream is to show up at a shop, okay? Show up at a construction site, take somebody who is either like struggling, like go talk to the foreman or go talk to the shop tech, the service manager, whoever I'm talking to, right? And figure out who needs stuff. Like who's got family problems going on or something like that, right? Who needs tools, and outfit them with an entire just set of tools, like everything that they could ever imagine and need for tools, so they can continue making money for their family. Like that's really like what I have in mind for this. Have faith. I mean, I do have faith. Knipex is amazing. I personally go with Icon because of the warranty. Regardless, haven't had to warranty them yet, but the Icon warranty from Harbor Freight is just so much easier that I will take the little bit of deviation in quality for the warranty. The warranty is really sweet. It's really easy to use, and if you don't know how easy to use it is, go break one of your friends' Harbor Freight tools and take it to Harbor Freight and warranty it, and you'll see how easy it is. Make sure it's under warranty though, lifetime warranty. That's all they got to do is just say, like, for example, this Icon pair of pliers here. Let's say I snapped off half of the handle, right? And I take it back to Harbor Freight, or you take it back to Harbor Freight. All they're going to do is tell me to go grab another one off the shelf and then have me sign a receipt and have me go out the door. Can I do a front flip? I cannot. Not on. If I had a trampoline, sure. But hello, Cahill. You're UK East Yorkshire. That's awesome. I would love to visit at some point. I need a survival game that uses drills to survive. Rust. I own a 12-volt drill, or DeWalt drill from the 2000s. It's Nicadium batteries. Or I think it's like nickel. Was it nickel something batteries? And still running strong. I've never had an issue with the battery or drill. See, that's what I'm saying. DeWalt strong. Like it really is. Uh, content. I appreciate you, content. I don't know who you are or where you're from, but thank you so much for being a fan, part of the family, man. And I don't know, maybe you're not a sub, but if you want a sub, that's cool. If you don't, totally cool. If you stick around, you'll eventually see me do giveaways, and maybe you could be a part of them. I heard those Icon non-slip pliers are pretty good. I got to get a pair. So are you talking about which ones are you talking about? Because there's a bunch of different Icon pliers. You talking about these ones? These ones are extremely amazing. These are blow your mind amazing. Very good. The quality control, not as good as Knipex. I can tell you right away. I don't even have to own a pair of Knipex or anything like that. I can just tell you right away they're not as good quality. What I do appreciate though is I like the handles. The handles are a little cushy. They got more cushion for the pushing, and I like that. I like that about them. Please no front flips. Uh, Sometimes you need to slow down to speed up, brother. Klein is so expensive here, dude. They have a nice set of insulated VDE drivers. The Icon gear looks decent and the warranty is fire. Yes. Yes. Agreed. Do you mess with Cobalt? I have a Cobalt box, but I got it for $250, brand new in the box. It was just used, and I got it from some guy on Facebook Marketplace. Um, we already know content polar bear or content. I don't know why I keep saying content. I'm bringing new folks into the live. Well, thank you, content. Appreciate you. Free trip to the UK. Just get a dinghy from France and then get you a free hotel. UK is cooked, mate. What do you mean by that? How long have you been following Briefcase, Polar Bear? That's great to hear. Around a week, my guy. The long nose slip joint ones. Long nose. Okay. Yes, 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 yes. Now, there are a lot of talk about these babies right here. These guys are awesome. I don't know how to explain it other than that. They're great. They grip. They have those edges. I don't know if it's gonna focus, but the edge, they're just like Snap-on. They're a ripoff of Snap-on. They're close enough to where they're worth the money. If you can get them on sale, I think I paid $20 for these. The Snap-ons are $60. Now what the Icon doesn't have is they don't have the smaller versions. Snap-on also has a 6-inch pair and might be a 7-inch and a 5-inch. I think it's 9, 7, and 5. Now that I think about it, but Icon does not have that, so I will be getting the Snap-on ones because I unfortunately have to get those ones because they're just the size being smaller. I work a lot with small stuff, so these are a little too big, in my personal opinion. 7s would be nice. 5s would also be nice. So I'm gonna get the 5s and the 7s. Let's see. I support the blue collar worldwide. That's awesome, man. Thank you so much for the support. Really appreciate you. It's welcome, you know. If you've tried the Gear Wrench 90 versus the Icon G1, which would you say is better? Oh, that's a tough one. I'm gonna say the Icon. I think what they did with the Icons, uh, is these new ones, these like even the ones that are newer in production, uh, there's something different about them. They're not now. I did have this this right here. Okay, felt like garbage, hot garbage. Now this right here, this is a lot better. But now if it's like the first iteration of the Icon G1s, those felt terrible. The new Icon G2s way better than the Husky or the Cobalts. I think that was Cobalt you said. No, Gear Wrench. Oh, I'm totally I'm misleading. I need to get off this live. So basically, the Gear Wrench, I haven't messed with the Gear Wrench 90s. I don't know anybody that owns Gear Wrench. It's a lot of I know a lot of people either with Icon, Snap-on, Pittsburgh. That's generally the consensus out here. The Gear Wrench is like for wrenches. I don't know. But I appreciate you guys for being along with me for the ride. Okay. I really appreciate you guys. I need to take the dog out. If you guys want to come with me, I'll take the dog out real quick and we can keep chatting a little bit, but I definitely need to take her out. Okay, I didn't get that question before, and I guess I forgot to answer it. So the standard Craftsman power tools, this day and age, I haven't played with them enough because I don't know anybody that owns them. The only time that I've actually messed with their power tools is I had a leaf blower that I lent to my buddy and a weed whacker. Great, no problems, no issues. I had a little 2 amp hour battery on it, and it was great. Uh, Now their power tools I just wouldn't buy into. Just not a brand that I see as good potential. I would much rather have Hercules, and that sounds weird, I know, but I'd much rather have Hercules than I would rather have Craftsman. Not for hand tools though. For hand tools, I'd prefer Craftsman over like Pittsburgh, for example. Now, Craftsman versus Icon, I'm taking the Icon. Uh, Now you're in the same price range as Icon and Craftsman, so might as well just go with the Icon. Now, if you can get it in a kit, this kit right here, as I said, this kit was $150. So if you break it down, this kit cost me for just the ratchets uh, a fraction of the cost of like it cost me like $10 for the ratchet. If you wanna break it down and you want to separate all the tools, it probably maybe $10 for each ratchet. Because there's 3 ratchets, but it's like a 200 and something piece kit. So I got it for $150, and let's say, yeah, it's like 50 cents a piece for tools or something. But you could buy those ratchets individually, and that's where the prices go up. It's like $40 or $50. I wouldn't buy them individually at all. I wouldn't buy Husky, Cobalt, Craftsman ratchets. I would much rather go Icon. It's just better, you know. We're gonna take this and we're gonna move this up. The dog's really wanting to go outside, so we're gonna move this upstairs, and then I'm gonna tune out and close out the stream in a little bit. If you guys have any more burning questions, you can ask me while I take the doggy out and see. What are your thoughts? That's yeah. I think that might be a. I think that might be a wrap skis, dude. I appreciate you guys so much for coming to the stream. If you guys have any more burning questions, ask them now because I'm about to pop off. Oh my god, is it this guy again, dude? Mike Jones? What? What is up with this guy? All right, well, leave Mike Jones. Mike Jones, you're off a honey pack. What does that even mean, dude? What are we talking about, Mike Jones? All right. You're off a honey pack. Is that like of woods or something? Are you just gone out of your mind? I don't know. That's the question. How am I? I'm good. Mario, how are you? Have a great one. God bless. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna end it there because I mean, you guys. I'm just getting a bunch of. Oh. Okay. Wait, Mike Jones, have you been here the whole time? You've been here the whole time, and you just now saying some stuff. You just come here to troll right now. You've been like lurking. Just found the channel, hit the sub button. Thanks for the answers. Absolutely, sense. I'm gonna have a lot more coming. If you guys want to join the Discord, it's this very small community, and I'm in there consistently. Like, if you guys want to chat, if you have any questions, I throw deals in there consistently. The Discord is on my channel, and there's a link to it. It's a male enhancement. I didn't know that. Thanks for the great scene, Street. See you soon. See you, Just a Guy. Thank you so much for coming. Yeah, yes, I've been watching you in the dark. Oh my gosh, man. It's scary. That's scary, Mike Jones. Mike Jones, what are you doing, man? All right. Well, I I appreciate you guys for all coming through the stream, asking questions. I'm gonna be streaming at a later date. If you guys have any other questions, you can leave them in the Discord. And all for now. God bless you all. Thank you and enjoy your weekends. I will probably do another not anymore Mike Jones. I will probably be doing another stream sometime this weekend. Not sure exactly. Um, but yeah, I think that's all I got for you guys. And if you guys got anything for me, just leave it in the Discord. Thank you guys so much for coming, and God bless. Okay, I gotta end now. Now it's gonna be awkward. Okay,